Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Gavin, aka Blockchain Gavin, and I have some projects worth showing you guys that are going to be minting this month, and one project that has already minted. So before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's just hop right into these projects. All right, now the first project that I'm going to be talking about is called KiraCorp, KiraCorp HQ on Twitter. Now, as some of you may know, I am advising on this project, but what's very interesting about this project that no one knows, because they actually haven't even said anything yet, they haven't marketed it, is that the whole point of this platform is that everyone who mints, the agents, that's what they're going to be called, the people who mint, they're going to get access to the KiraCorp platform. So let's just go right onto the KiraCorp platform. And essentially, once the platform goes live, it's already done, by the way, it's in beta. So as soon as everyone mints, they're gonna have access to this platform. It's essentially going to be like a Fiverr for Web3. So everyone who owns a token can put whatever task or skill that they're proficient at on the platform. So like, let's say me, let's say I'm an advisor, or let's say you're a developer or you're a collab manager. You basically put whatever you are, you post your listing like as for hire for this position. And when projects look to onboard people onto their team, they can come to the platform, look for specific people doing specific things, whether you're, like I said, you're a developer, a collab manager, a Discord expert, whatever it is, they're gonna be able to find you on this platform. And what's even better is you're gonna get reviewed. So there's also going to be a ranking system, reviews, to show legitimacy to the people who are looking for people to hire. So right now, if you go into their Twitter, you'll see that yesterday or the day before they posted this tweet, KiraCorp.io. So they just launched their website. We're giving away 500 mercenary spots on this link. And basically what that means is you're an OG and there's going to be more perks when the platform launches. And all of these spots are completely on an application process. But unlike every other application, this one is super easy, super digestible, and straight to the point. So you just type commands and then you're gonna type apply. Once you type apply, it'll bring up the mercenary application. So you can see it has a short bio, only 300 characters. Again, the application isn't extensive. It's short and simple, to the point, so we can see who makes sense and who doesn't. So you just put a bio, Discord, your wallet address, which is connected, your Twitter, and then you basically put what role you want, and then you click submit. And then eventually, once the applications go through, you'll be able to click this, and if you go through, then it'll say access granted, but obviously right now, since it hasn't been processed, it just says access denied. So this is kind of an idea of what the platform and website is going to look like. As you can see, it's got the Ethereum price. We've got Gwei over here. You got your wallet. These are the clones. So there's going to be 5,000 in total in this collection. And again, like I said, basically what minting this collection does is grants you access to this platform to be put up for hire. And again, the platform's already built out. It's going to be in beta as soon as they mint. They've been developing this for over 6 months now. Now, as far as the artwork goes, you guys can probably tell it's very futuristic, cyberpunk / apocalyptic with a female-driven collection. All of these females or agents that you'll be minting are clones. So they all get clones. You'll understand more of that if you watch this video and the trailer that is dropping tomorrow. But besides the fact that I'm a little biased because my friends are the ones running the project and I'm advising on the project, if you fill out the application and you get mercenary, it gives you the chance to mint not just one, but I believe 2 with future perks. And on top of that, if you're serious about Web3, it could be a potential for you to get future jobs down the road. All right, now the next project that I want to talk about that I haven't seen too many people talk about is called CockPunch. Now, this project is by Tim Ferriss. If you don't know Tim Ferriss, he's a best-selling author. He also has the Tim Ferriss Show podcast, which has a ton of listeners. I listen to it every now and then. And then he's also a founder of something called the Sci Foundation, which is a nonprofit organization. Now, what's interesting about this collection and something that is worth taking note if you're planning on minting one of these is that 100% of the NFT proceeds are going to be donated to the Sci Foundation. So all of it is going to go to this nonprofit organization. As far as the website goes, it is a very, very basic website. I mean, it looks like almost like a Notion document, but it seems like this is just going to be a storytelling NFT. It says the legend of CockPunch is the tale of fantastical realm, a universe of the bizarre from the mind of Tim Ferriss. So I know there's not a lot of information on this, and the art, you know, it's nothing crazy. It's kind of cool, but let's be honest, guys, the fact that this is by Tim Ferriss and the fact that it is literally called the legend of CockPunch, let's be real with ourselves that this is the NFT world. We've got crypto dick butts, and then we have that collection Buy It or I'll Do It, where basically a picture of cutting off your dick if you didn't buy it. So, and that did really well. So basically my point is this is definitely catered to degens, and the collection size isn't too crazy. It's 5,555. So again, this is kind of like a low-key project. There isn't a lot of hype around this. You see it on OpenSea, your platform of choice trending, and then you realize that you have major FOMO and you should have got whitelisted for this. Okay, so I actually just got the details. There is an allow list and there is a mint price, and the mint price is 0.3 ETH. That's pretty hefty. Definitely wasn't expecting that at all. And I also, like I said, I wasn't sure if there was an allow list, but now it is confirmed. There's definitely an allow list. Is it still worth checking out? Yes, I still think it's worth watching, but of course, that is a pretty hefty mint price, especially in these market conditions. Okay, so now I quickly wanted to go over Valhalla because I've seen so many people dump their NFTs for absolutely no reason. So currently the floor price is about 0.77 ETH. And if we go to, let's just go to NFT Nerds, you can see that just a couple of days ago, we actually dipped below mint. So we dipped below mint here, and then we dipped below mint here. So we had a couple sales around 0.48 ETH. And what's crazy to me is that, yeah, obviously that's just gonna happen. People are gonna panic sell, but there's a lot of people that I know personally or that I follow or that are in servers that I'm in that are saying that they were panic selling in the 0.5 to 0.6 region. And it makes no sense to me because if you understand the market, if you understand what's happening, there's absolutely no reason to sell any of your NFTs. So yeah, pour a glass to everyone who panic sold and raising a toast to everyone who actually scooped up these prices. Because what you have to understand is it's Valhalla. It's a very hyped up NFT. Okay, yeah, that's one thing. It can go any way. But the thing is, the parent company of this is Stacked Studios. And as we know, Stacked Studios did a $15 million raise. So they raised $15 million. Now, when you think of it that way, what you also have to understand is that just because they raise money doesn't mean that the investors who put in that money are just going to let that money go. They're going to do everything in their power to make sure that they get their money back or that they make a profit on their investment. So the fact that they only minted out intentionally 9,000 NFTs and they reserved 1,000 NFTs to mint later. And let's go to their contract address because this is important. So if we go to Etherscan, we check the contract address. They raised over 4,000 ETH, currently valued at $5.2 million. So the fact that people think that a project like this is actually gonna let the floor capitulate below the mint price when they still have 1,000 NFTs that they need to sell, which if they didn't, they'd immediately be giving up 500 ETH in profits, which is about $650,000. So when you look at it from that perspective, in full disclosure, I'm still holding all of my Valhalla NFTs. I do plan out on getting out for a profit, but I just want to make a clear point because I see this happen time and time again. We even saw this with PXN. I mean, it's every single hype collection. I don't know if there's enough data to cover this. There isn't, but there is on my YouTube channel. Okay, so the funny thing is that in this video, I am talking about the exact same thing. I'm literally talking about the fact that we dipped under 2 ETH over here. So we dipped under, which was the mint price for PXN at the time. And then of course, this was prior to the reveal, pre-reveal. And then of course we pumped up and we ended up pumping to 5 ETH. It's the exact same scenario every single time. Now, is it guaranteed? Of course not, no, but it's pretty close, especially for these types of collections like Valhalla. They literally cannot afford for price to capitulate, especially under their mint price. They have no choice but to organically or inorganically raise the price of the NFT collection, because the second that the price drops under the mint and the second that the price just keeps going down without any significant volume making the price increase is the exact moment that the collection dies and has pretty much no room for growth, which means they are going to get 0 Web2 brand partnerships. And that's the whole point of these big Web3 collections like Azuki, CloneX, Doodles. Azuki just did a deal with Red Bull Racing. There's no way they would have got that deal if their floor price wasn't where it is. That's just the fact. So my point is, in these situations, you need to tap into the logical understanding of how the markets are designed, how they're built. The people who created this collection, yeah, they made a ton of money, but it still doesn't make any sense for them to be able to afford for price to dip under the mint or even get close to the mint. Of course it's going to happen, and they're going to allow that to happen because that means they get a better price point, or other people like myself get a better price point to enter. Understanding what's actually happening and being able to profit off of everyone else's fear. So that is something that I just wanted to, bring up on Valhalla, because I see it every single time and I see people lose money for literally no reason, when all you have to do, and I said it in this video, I literally said a lot of people who buy in these areas end up liquidating just because it went under the price that they bought at or the mint price, and if we haven't even gotten to the reveal on these types of collections, we're going to see a pump. But specifically for Valhalla is a different beast than PXN, in my opinion. I'm significantly more bullish. Now, that being said, are they going to go to my intended target? I don't really know. All I know is that we're still good. There's still a significant time period for the reveal to happen, because I think it was 2 weeks. They're going to have some announcements lined up. There's no way, like I said, they can't afford not to announce something something big or good that is going to drive price action and incentivize people to keep on holding their NFTs. So that's all I really wanted to say on Valhalla. You know, it's not complicated. I'm not talking about price action. I'm not talking about a pump and then buying at the low. I'm literally just talking about how the whole market is designed and how you have to understand how these things play out. And it's not like I have more information than any other person. We all have the same information. Some people just internalize it better than others because, well, if you look at history tends to repeat itself, especially in financial markets. So if you keep yourself level-headed, then you know that there's plenty of opportunities even in these market conditions, but really the opportunity is staring you dead center in the eye. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the projects in this video. Make sure to check them out. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Have a great weekend. Have a great week ahead of you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.